You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons Adventure Path published by Paizo Incorporated. Gameplay segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party returns to Absalom Station to make their preparations for a trip into the Diaspora.
Incoming message from 7th Circle Customs.
Hey there, Isabel Carnago, 7th Circle Customs. Hope Casterville's treating you well. I wanted to let you know that before you make any major renovations to the Maiden, I've got 2 new exclusive items I've sourced just for you, now that I know there's a vagabond on my list of clients. First, I found a brand new Sandoval Oasis workshop. These things were mothballed decades ago, but I found a brand new one in a warehouse auction. The Oasis workshop is special because it came with 4 Sandoval Nomads. Now, the Nomad is a classic hover bike, but Sandoval discontinued them because of safety concerns. I've tinkered on a couple, and let me tell you, they're very well made, but when you put that much engine into a frame that small, there's not much protecting you if you decide to wrap it around a guardrail. So, the Sandoval Oasis was designed to be a mobile garage and tech workshop for racing teams that favored the Nomad, and the new ones came standard with 4 stock Sandoval Nomads. Most teams parted them, but they were practically ready to race right from the factory. Also, I took advantage of a lead on a versatile expansion sentient personality experiential robotic. You can call him a Vesper, or everybody else does. Vespers can do just about anything, literally. Each one is programmed with a unique set of skills and protocols. I bought one at an estate sale, and while the executor had no idea what this Vesper was capable of, they did know how much they cost. Deals were made, and this one can be all yours for the fair market price, plus some Castrovellian vanilla bean gelato. Safe travels!
So we're going to the Diaspora.
Hard to get into college and.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, we weren't able to figure out where that gate is.
We'll get to that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you decide what you want to do. Okay. You keep one and you tear up the other.
Will do.
So Zenka's kind of on the fence. Everyone was very quick with their decisions. Zenka's really struggling with this.
Hard to get into college and you're an outlaw.
I don't get to make this decision.
Yeah.
I've got to.
You wanted
to start a new identity. There you go.
There are things that you could get here. However, you feel that Absalom Station might be better equipped to handle some of your purchases and upgrade needs. You've already received a voice message from Isabel Carnago from 7th Circle Customs suggesting there's some ship upgrades that you might be interested in that are going to be exclusive to her. There may or may not have been a request for some gelato.
Oh yeah, let's get that before we leave.
Yep. And
how much would a lifetime supply cost?
I'm not sure. I mean, we could probably...
Hold on, do they have a Gelato of the Month club?
Yes. Yes, they do.
I'm sure if you look hard enough...
It's like a Blue Apron box.
If you go to the gelato store and throw enough credits at it, they will make this one person a Gelato of the Month club.
That's what we're going to set up.
So...
so some local handmade...
So you'll piggyback onto an already existing supply line and make sure that a
certain somebody gets
gelato every month, and with an initial supply of some vanilla bean gelato.
You know what? We should also trademark and copyright this idea, because once people are like, "Wait, you get free gelato on a regular basis?" It's like, "Oh, I'm part of this Gelato of the Month club." People are going to want to sign up for that shit.
Yeah.
Save it for your retirement.
Boom.
Well, better yet, we get members to sell memberships to other members.
There we go.
What was our other idea?
And then everybody gets a cut, and then you get a cut of everything.
That's not even like a pyramid scheme. That's just like, everyone pay me because I said so.
Yeah, it's more like a mafia.
We're cutting out the middleman.
And if they don't pay, well.
What was the alien creature one wanted to keep because he like oozed precious metals?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but they gave you void babies.
You know, only if you're not careful.
You're not wrong.
So
You're not wrong.
Okay, they have to eat the metal from something.
So you leave Rakawi here. This is
There?
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friend.
I mean, we can.
Don't be a cultist again.
Does she
or
want
we'll
to
kill
stay
you.
here, or does she?
If she wants
We're
to go to,
kidnapping you.
if she wants
Come
to go
with
to,
us.
if she wants to go to Absalom Station,
Seriously,
we'll take her there
yeah,
so
I
she
mean-
can start a new life. That
It
isn't
doesn't
like,
cost us anything to transport her.
Yeah.
Like, there's this whole Starfinder Society thing. Just as much danger, but more money and less cults.
Actually, yeah, make me a diplomacy check on that.
I'll assist.
All right.
12. I mean,
Not
13. I assisted.
So we're just going to gang up on her. All right.
Go
So
nice.
17 diplomacy
Go
plus
nice.
whatever aids. I
Well,
have.
and she's seen what you guys have done and all that. She'll actually take you up on that. She'll say,
We did save her
I
life.
don't know if there's anything in Casterville for me right now. If you're willing to let me go to Absalom Station,
Bad
I'll-
reputation for
all
being
I
a
can
Death Cult
say is
member.
that it's a good place to start over if you need to.
Okay.
Plus, no one knows you there.
I'll
Get to
do
reinvent
that.
yourself.
So, we will.
Some cases, some of us more literally than others.
Find a significant other that is not a member of a murderous death
I'm
cult.
totally not a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my last name.
I'm just thinking like
I'm
total
totally
like,
not a bad guy.
like total Japanese style. It's just like
Rakawi
joins the Starfinder.
So, I'm guessing the goal is to head to Absalom Station.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's 4-day travel. You've got plenty of food.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We really do.
Maybe we should just banked all that food and like just found some, some place on Casterville where there's like, I don't know, a bunch of Formians who don't have enough to eat or something.
There are starving Formians on Casterville.
What does that psychic elixir do?
What? It's a magic item. It's a hybrid item actually. It boosts your inherent telepathy to 60 feet.
Yep.
Does anyone want it, or do we wanna sell
I
it?
can use it. I've got telepathy.
60 feet's a pretty good beacon.
It is.
There you go.
Okay.
What's it worth?
It's not worth a
2,000.
lot.
It's worth 2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Effectively, it's worth what?
And that is
200
one
to
of
us?
my worn magic items.
Yeah, I mean, it's always something you don't mind throwing away.
Yeah, I can just take it off and put it in a bag and then get another magic item and put it on.
so you
Because there's no lag time. You just take that off.
you fly
Another one
to
on.
Absalom Station, and as you are making your approach, your comms go off. You're getting a call from a local ship, the Discerning Dagger.
Oh boy.
Is it the actual owner of the ship or their children?
Or oh boy.
You can't tell until you accept the.
Well, I mean, we're going to accept it.
Okay, yeah, you see basically the close up of the.
Big sideways bird eye.
We need to teach this child how to use comm unit.
Oh, I know how to use it.
Okay.
I saw that you were back in system, so I wanted to call.
Oh, good.
I'm sure Dad will want to know too. So
I can't
he'll
even respond.
he'll find out eventually. So what'd you guys do? Anything cool?
Thwarted a death cult.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wait. Did you just lead with that?
Yeah, right. That's not how you tell a story.
Nothing else. We just like thwarted a death cult.
you know?
And also may have gotten trampled by dinosaurs.
It was a Tuesday. Thwarted a death cult. Went to Starbucks.
She gets super excited. She goes, Dad!
I'm sure one of the other kids heard this. It's like, did they say dinosaurs?
just led with the death cult.
Yeah, so like
Right.
the two other ones sort of rush in after they hear dinosaurs, and they're all like jockeying for position in front of this camera. Like, what else did you see? What else? Like 30 seconds of this, you
Weird
finally see
plant
an
monsters that
adult
infect
in the
people.
background, like come into view. It's like,
Why,
will you please?
why do you guys work on my
just
children like
please,
this?
Please, go, leave the room.
Why must you do this to my children?
And you know, the original caller, Buteo, is like, Dad, it's the Sunrise Man. I know who it is. Can you please just leave the room? After they do, he's welcome back.
If this is a bad time, we can come call on you later. We plan on
No,
it.
it's no. I've actually been looking forward to your arrival as well. Not as much as my daughter, apparently, but I know you probably just got in the system. If you're interested, I've got some new wares. If you'd like to dock now, dock later, whatever you would like to do.
Yeah. I mean, we need to figure out money, which requires me to find the older stuff.
Well, we'll talk about shopping later, but
Right. But yeah.
yeah, I can. I'll transmit a list
Okay.
of a few things that we have available. If that's okay, you can stop by later if you'd like to, or give me an idea of what to hold on for you. I know you all are good for it.
All right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's a real shame I don't use melee weapons because those look real
Yeah,
cool.
because some of them are pretty cool.
Cryo hand axe? Is that just the Leviathan axe from the new
I
God of War?
like the Sonic hand, like the Sonic Doshko that knocks people down.
You know, the knockdown may be unrelated to the sonic damage. It's just a big ass thing.
Okay.
The Surge Longhammer? Yes.
So,
Oh my god. Nova Solutions LLC Scorched Earth Plasma Carbine.
yeah, as you're looking at this stuff while he's still on there, it's like, yeah, there appears to have been a sudden surge in publicity for Nova Solutions recently. The market's almost been flooded with product. It's been really easy to get my hands on that and yeah, so you may see
Did you hear about that game?
Which game?
Okay.
Live Exploration
Yes,
Extreme.
Live Exploration Extreme.
Oh.
Okay, so when Jared ran it for me, my guy had the boon that let me like Zoe liked me, so he was like, hey, why don't you use this Nova Solution stuff, yada yada, and then you can do it. So, and literally I just like couldn't stop rolling crits and stuff. So the whole time I'm just like, Nova Solution! Before I like kill somebody.
I've heard this story. It was specifically anybody who like Nova Solutions blah 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 rolled a crit.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, it was literally like every
Like,
time we said it was like
what in the-
so it just became it's like and they're recording us so like this entire thing is basically just like us screaming Nova Solutions and then violently murdering something.
Why end a fight when you can end a planet?
Yes, yes, and that was their company logo.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Oh.
So there's a number of things on there.
Yes, there
Like
are.
Sweet Feather will say
2d8
if,
sniper? That's
also,
awesome.
I
Only
had
one round there.
you had dropped off a few
Right.
things for me to look into converting.
This kills me. A competition, varsity competition
Yeah.
rifle. Just, yeah, it's good for shooting holes in the middle of targets.
So I was able to.
Oh, I was looking up a thing.
Your GM needs to find it, but I know I built this. I built it recently.
I need to get some armor
It's
upgrade.
on here.
But that Lashutra Ring 2 only has what? 2 slots?
I don't remember. I think it does have 2.
Oh, this is frustrating.
I've got armor that's got 3, but I'm probably gonna try and I don't know.
All right.
I could have swore it was in the armory.
So
Vertigo
look at the armor
grenade.
I got. That's a D-suit 1. It's level 5 armor. Okay, that's good.
That's crazy.
So your
Second
GM
for
cannot
1d6
find
rounds.
the other product that Sweet Feather had made for you all for whatever reason. However, he is showing you a. Where is that? That is frustrating. Because I know I worked on it recently and I can't find it. It is essentially a repurposed power armor that's been refurbished. So,
No, you sent it in, I think, in the group chat. I
maybe.
want to say you sent it in the group chat because I know exactly what you're talking about.
So it is a refurbished power armor that he's allowing for a discounted price.
What do you have to need or do to use power armor?
It's it's power armor proficiency. I'll have to find that later. I know that I worked on it and now I can't find it. So anyway, it's around like the 2,000 to 3,000 mark, but it's got like an integrated weapon and maybe an auto loader or something like that.
That's kind of cool.
But
I don't think I can get power armor there for a while because of my
that's
my
what he's
weak
kind
attack
of
bonus.
offering for the donation. Well, the trade that you guys made earlier. But if there's no business with Sweet Feather, at least now, then I mean you are free to land wherever you want.
Yeah, I think the business. I think when we visit Sweet Feather, we want to have a bank account.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys have an idea of what you want when you go there. Now, as you
Mana waste.
approach, you'll kind of get a an automated message as you approach. It's almost like a targeted advertisement, and it's for 7th Circle Customs, kind of saying like, you know, might be time for maintenance. You know, would you like to?
Come here and spend your money?
Yeah, would you like to, conveniently schedule an appointment or get priority docking or all this stuff? Or,
Yeah, spend the conveniently level-based currency on spaceship stuff.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and do that, and it says, you know, we've got appointments immediately if you'd like to dock here, or we can. Okay. So you are able to adjust your heading so you can dock at the dry docks that 7th Circle Custom uses for their work. As you're docking, you'll get a comms call from Isabel. It's like, just got the notification. You guys are back in system. Everything go okay?
As well as can be expected.
Okay. Did you get my message? I know that you guys were out there. You couldn't really send a
I will
reply,
just-
but
Lean over to the view screen, and I'll say, yes.
okay. All right. I didn't want to push the issue, but okay. All right. So I'll be I'll be right down. See you in a couple hours. So it takes a while to do the docking process. You dock, go through, customs. Isabel will meet you at the docks and, welcome you. Say, okay, so we had talked about some ship upgrades. She
just starts eating.
She melts quicker than the gelato. She finds like a pedestal or something to just kind of like sit on, prop up on, and eat. And like her tiefling tail is just making like these discontented like cat motions as she's eating this gelato, savoring every single bite. This is some good stuff. Let me tell you. Okay, so we talked about upgrades. got a few new things in for you. First of all, Sangeval Oasis. So the Sangeval Oasis is it's a Sangeval brand expansion bay for their Sangeval Nomad bikes. It can be used as an engineering bay, but it's also specifically outfitted for these racing bikes. I got a mint condition, still wrapped up in plastic. So bikes are brand new, even though the project's been mothballed for decades. But bikes are still brand new. Probably need some tuning. You know, nothing too crazy. Nothing that you guys can't handle, especially with the engineering bay that they come in. It's good stuff. I feel like it's a good value. You know, but pretty neat stuff. Also, we got a Vesper. I haven't booted it up. Not sure what it does. However, it does complement whatever computer systems you have, even if you don't want to use its not as an expanded AI. If you want to use it as another hand on deck, it could be of use. I'm not sure what that functionality is. Otherwise, just plug it in the computer. It'll help you during your travels. So I'll give you all that information depending on how you want to upgrade your Maiden. She'll kind of get like her diagnostic computer and sort of plug it into a diagnostic port on the outside. It's like, whoa, you guys have a lot of resources here we can work with. We can do quite a bit of work on this on the Maiden while you guys are in station. So if you can give me a rough idea of what you want now and send me a full order later. I'm not sure if you have had an opportunity to do that, but she'll send you basically update your account listing to show like just how much you can buy and sort of recommended upgrades as well as rough prices of things.
I think our next trip promises to be in a rougher part of space, so we definitely want to make sure that she can take care of herself.
Absolutely. You all are the Starfarers. I will let you figure out what you want to do with your ship. I do have some recommendations. I'm sending those to your computers now. Just whenever, if you can give us a few marching orders now, that way we can get to work immediately. We can put the rest of your stuff kind of at the end of our list of things to do. Okay. We'll try to get you out of station as soon as you need to be able to go.
All right.
So the sheets I gave you are the upgrades with the PCU and build points. The back, if you guys decide to get the Nomad Oasis, that is what the Sangeval Nomad.
Right. Well, that also works as an engineering bay.
Yes.
So it's both an engineering bay
and 4 motorcycles.
No. I think that's right up our alley.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So that is a compartmental. While you're here, let's just go ahead and. I've never seen the inside of one of these, so.
Sure.
So, you're docked. The compartments, they take maybe about, after, some of the rivets and programming's done, they maybe take about 30 minutes to actually just shift that whole thing out. So
it's like spaceship Legos.
Yeah, so, you guys probably had an opportunity to clear out that cargo bay anyway, so it was empty and devoid of anything. Or perhaps you've moved the stuff that's going to be the resources necessary to pay for it.
Right.
So, you compartment that out.
Cargo's still in cargo bay.
Yeah.
We made it this far without an elite reference.
We did. And we will make it no further.
She'll take out like her, utility knife and tell Doughboy to, help cut like the cellophane off and stuff. A few dock workers will help with that as well. They take the plastic off this thing, slots easily in here. The whole process probably takes about an hour.
That's amazing.
because just of these like expansion bays, just they're easy to.
No, it's what it was made for.
Yeah, you take all the things out, unbolt it, everything, and she does the final checks and stuff as you go in there. And sure enough, when you board back into your ship, you've got this engineering bay with sort of like a pneumatic lift to help like lift up a motorcycle if you don't want to like lay on the floor and work stuff. It's pretty modest. It's going to put like the wheels at eye level, so maybe about 6 feet up.
Mechanic's garage I always wanted.
Yeah. The storage for the motorbikes is pretty. They sort of stack front back, so you can kind of get them there. But it's pretty easy to be able to slot one in and out, to be able to pull them in and out or whatever with the limited space. It's pretty intelligent storage. But you do have a collection of basically 4 hover bikes in here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in some trouble with that.
So she's looking. It's like, so you want to check one out, start one up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want to do something really dumb with it right now?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
My question is probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why,
so
thank you.
Who wants to hop on one?
Yep. Me.
Okay. So
We're just all going to start them up.
I can't
All right.
resist.
So everybody hops up on one, and everyone's like, "Okay, let's do the cool thing." All right. On 3, we're going to switch them on. 1, 2, 3. You switch them on, and the lights come on, and there's just like this very low, high-pitched hum. It's very unimpressive. Then the little view screen comes on. It's like, sort of like a diagnostic, like welcome to your
Right.
new. And there's, please pick language, all this stuff. You go through the basic things, and you're like, is this thing like on? And then like the after the 4th or 5th question, it asks you to pick from a array of sounds for, and there's like motorcycle dot mp3, there's jet engine dot mp3. They're just like all these like pieces of heavy machinery with very distinct noises that you can pick from. So like you're probably the quickest to get through all of these because it's computers. Like
Right.
you've set up a few OSs in your
Yeah.
time. You're the first one, and you're like, okay, jet engine, and you as soon as you hit jet engine, the built-in speakers on this thing, the bass and everything, like it just sounds like a Harrier warming up for takeoff as you, and so just like the volume and everything. Now it sounds like,
Like it should.
like
It's
a
like an electric
vehicle.
car. You have to make it make noise so people can tell it's there.
That's so ridiculous.
Oh, God. Okay.
So essentially, everybody's got 6 preset noises that their very own jet bike can
Hold
make.
on.
Can I upload OG Harley?
You can, just like that, like
right.
so
here we go.
yeah, you can upload whatever you want within a certain.
Do they have a P-38 option for like World War
I'm
I
sure you
airplane?
can find, but yeah, you're just picking whatever noise you want your.
So what you're saying is that one of us is going to come in and is going to make like bicycle sounds. Honk, honk.
Like the baseball card. in
Yeah,
the
they
front.
putting the baseball card in your spokes.
But essentially,
Hold on.
to make these things street legal, they had to be able to make a certain amount of noise so people could hear them. But racers really like to have like the very intimidating loud noises.
If you
so-
move fast enough, they have to hear it farther away.
yeah.
Right.
So one of the features on
Gotta be
these
louder.
is a
Loud
set
pipe
of
saves
like.
loud pipe saves lives.
Yeah.
So one of the features on these jet bikes is actually a very good set of speakers, subwoofers, amplifiers to be able to project this noise because there's not really a combustion engine to do it for it.
Right. Combustion engines probably don't really exist anymore.
The sound.
So how much trouble would I be if I needed a stealth bike and I needed you to turn off the noise?
That might be a computers or engineering check.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking if you can do it or not. I just meant how much trouble would I be
How
in?
super legal is it?
Okay. So, the sound effect that went into my head instantly was the boost sound from the Orca.
That's a good one.
It is a fasten seatbelt ding, followed by about half a second, and then just boost.
So,
It's beautiful.
as you're assessing this new installation into your ship, and like everyone's sort of playing with their bike, and taking a look at these generic paint jobs that aren't going to last very long.
No. We're going to pull out a
And
marker and just draw a butterfly on Cyna's.
this, we're already getting an idea of
You could get
how we
like
want to.
professional butterflies on there, the airbrushed.
Yeah, but they're not here now.
If it
No,
doesn't
they're
look
not.
like a van, like from the 80s, that's been airbrushed.
Hold on. Are you saying we need to go on full, 70s panel van Space Wizard?
Yes.
I'm just
Space
saying,
Wizard.
Space
got-
Wizard.
I mean, the bikes aren't that big.
You've got plenty of options. I'm just saying the generic red and blue stripes on white is just kind of too
Boring.
generic for this
Boring.
group. As you're admiring your motorcycles and stuff, a member of the Starfinders will actually come up and say, Chiskus got notification you were in system. He told me to tell you keep doing what you're doing. He trusts your methods. I do have 2 missives for a Maia and a Cyna.
Yeah, Cyna here.
And Maia.
Right here.
So he'll explain. I was told these were sent directly to the society because they couldn't be delivered otherwise.
That's fair.
And Zenka and Ion kind of stare at them. Zenka's probably maybe finding an opportunity to get on his comms device, and
Yeah, this is going to have to be a long conversation.
well, you've had a few days during
Yeah.
travel, and you didn't have to travel drift either. So I mean, it took several hours
we're
between
one planet
text.
over.
Yeah, well, it took several hours between text.
Okay.
And you had 4 days of that, so you probably sent an initial long email okay, this happened.
I can work this out. That's
Cyna is going to walk to her room, lock the door, and you will hear several very loud pounding noises coming from inside.
What happened?
I don't know.
Someone pickpocketed her.
Telepathy don't work like that. Even if it is further.
And then it just goes quiet after a bit.
Did she kill herself?
That also
Hope
describes
not.
what you've been carrying around all this time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
specifically,
Oh, specifically,
there's,
right.
Also, when my character finds out that we're going to be going to the Diaspora, I get hair extensions and do some minor cosmetic surgeries to change my face a little bit. It's time for a change.
Maybe notice Maia's blood pressure rise just a little bit. A little nervous. But maybe quietly. Quietly leave and go to...
She faints. She's reads.
subtitle: blood pressure raises quietly.
Right.
Internally screaming.
Well, that's I always think it's funny when they play sound, when they write stuff like that in closed captions, the sound of songbirds. Did they not realize that most deaf people? That means nothing.
Well, no, but they know what's going on.
Yeah, that's
They know
the
that
point
there
of
is
it.
a
Like
sound.
it's almost like trying to describe a color to a blind person.
No, okay, I get that. It's like, okay, this is so that you know what's going on. But if a deaf person is walking down the street, they don't know there's songbirds going on. Like,
Yeah,
that's not a
but-
part of their
well, no,
reality.
they
There's
know
also
that
the
there are
presumption they've
birds
never
and they-
read about them. You know, that's
They've seen them.
They know what birds are. They know birds make sounds.
I think
Yes.
it's weird.
And and not all of them start off deaf.
That's true.
And there's also the theory that like you're setting the tone. So in the event that your subtitle becomes "Songbirds Stop Chirping,"
Oh,
that's a complete tonal change because usually when you're hearing like songbirds sing, you're thinking
Jason's outside your house.
You're
run, bitch,
outdoors and it's a happy time and it's probably sunny outside. There's so many more implications.
Right, and then somebody says it's quiet,
Yeah.
too quiet.
So
person goes, I'm deaf, it's always
aren't
quiet.
present.
So Cyna, her missive seems to potentially upset her a little bit.
It's one of those, like, your blood pressure kind of rises and, like, you kind of see the redness and get a little itchy.
The
but, like,
splotches?
yeah.
So Maia, are you getting the splotches? and stuff?
Right, yeah.
You check your Maia, when you check your account.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So and with that, that is essentially the end of Book 2, Temple of the 12.
Sweet.
Title music provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great classic game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.